Coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Local Cafe. Rise and shine, baby, wake and bake. Clear out your mind, maybe, just take a break. Local Cafe.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest show in the entire LCU. You are watching Local Cafe. I hope everyone is beautiful. I hope you had a great weekend. Brooke said we went too long, so you've watched Local Cafe. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Just kidding. What's going on, everybody? Hope you all doing good. Hope your weekend was beautiful. Hopefully you caught some LCU drama that was happening over the weekend. You know, we're definitely going to get into that. We're going to talk about what happened with the members only. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about that as well. But, you know, let's get someone else in here. Someone that has yet to make an appearance. Someone that is finding her footing a little bit after almost a month here at Local Cafe. And someone that needs to change a little bit just for me. Beans, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Beans. How are you today, ma'am?
Good morning. So, what do I need to change, Mr. Ken? Because apparently you had some choice words for me during Rewind.
What you got in your cup, Beans?
So we're just going to glaze. Okay, fine. So I have my Hello Kitty cup. I was actually going to try and stream Hello Kitty Island Adventure because I was just so up and over the drama yesterday.
Yep.
I just wanted a chill Sunday stream for the people. A lot of people were complaining about the drama, and I wanted to give people like something nice to see that wasn't going to make their week terrible. So I have my Hello Kitty cup and the Cafe Bustelo, you know, with the little bit of creamer.
Yep.
To make my morning sweeter.
Beautiful. I have the Old Man Cup version 2 with whatever was in the coffee grinder this morning. I don't even know. Skeleton with the Band World. Welcome to Band World, Skeleton. Thank you so much. You will be able to see the video I put up later, which I guess we can go ahead and talk about that before we get too deep into it. So, apparently Beans was throwing shots at me last night. Apparently, you know, I was supposed to do this live stream. All the shit was supposed to happen. Blah, blah, blah. So this is what happened. I recorded the video, right? I wasn't going to live stream because I said that I was going to do a recorded video first. Now, what I realized on my phone was it can only do 10-minute videos. Did not know that. So, the cool thing is I was able to get everything I need to get in there, right? I got quite a few segments or whatever. So all I got to do is compile it all into one video, right? And whatever editing software we have. And then I'm going to do a voiceover, like talking about it. I can do that in like, once I get the video ready with all the clips together, I can do the voiceover in like an hour, right? Because I know exactly what I want to say. Once that happens, we're uploading for members only content for quesadilla tacos. They were a massive hit last night. The family enjoyed them. The friends enjoyed them. We celebrated my father-in-law's birthday, so I made him some salmon. So, because he can't eat stuff that heavy and greasy, but yeah, he had some salmon last night to do all that. So it's going to be good. Karini with the 2. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Miss Karini. Thank you for being here. Coachies with the L's in chat, bro. I can't with the L's, bro. It's not it. Today's not the day for an L. The tacos were amazing. Yeah. So, oh shit, Recovery Gamer, welcome to Band World. Holy shit. Thank you, Recovery Gamer. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, so the tacos were good though. People enjoyed them. The kusame was beautiful, nice and thick, because I like my thick kusame. And one other thing I have to do is I have to record me eating one. I didn't do that yet, so I need to do that. So when the stream's over, I'm gonna go heat it up. I'm gonna talk about it, dip it, eat it, call it a day. But yes, guys, you will be getting it this week. We will be ready for it. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. Give me all the critiques you want. Shit on me in the comments all you want, because I need to be better. So please don't hold anything back. Any critiques you have, please give them to me so I can be better for the members.
So you're saying that you have like leftovers, or are you going to remake them?
Leftovers.
Surprising.
So I made 5 pounds of meat.
Oh,
there's
God.
probably about a half pound left. I always make too much. Always. That's kind of the point. So you can have leftovers.
That's true.
Bro, my wife does like a shepherd's pie with the birria afterwards. She puts the birria at the bottom, and then she'll put like mashed potatoes on it, and then take the kusame and pour it over top. Bro. Oh.
I learned that other countries call it cottage pie yesterday. I just learned that. I learned it from Xylee, because Xylee, she kept me up till 5 a.m. knowing that I have a morning stream.
I can't.
Thanks, Xylee.
Damn it, Xylee. Kevin D in the chat, you're doing good, Ken. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin is the resident crystal man, not meth, crystal man in the LCU universe. He's always beautiful. Thank you, Kevin. You're an amazing person. RZ the Legend with the 199. Drama in the cafe, you say. What happened? Let's go ahead and play the clip. I think that'll be the easiest way to kind of ease into it. And then we can kind of go from there.
As bitter as my coffee in the morning. Shame on you, Ken.
Bro, I'm not saying I'm not feeling it, but yeah, last night was a rough one for me. Let's go ahead and get this going, guys.
Yes. So
Yeah, sorry. I always hit the pause button too many times. Let's share this for Beans. Even though we are listening to her, we got to share it for Miss Beans.
Yeah, so my co-host from Cafe, which is on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Monday through Saturday.
I love the plug. I love
so
the
Ken,
plug.
my co-host, said, I need this Beans on Cafe. Last time I brought Mean Beans to Cafe, you said that Cafe was a chill place that is no place for Mean Beans. So what are you saying to me, Ken?
Oh, shit.
What are you saying to me?
Wait, are y'all about to fight? Let's go.
Round 2,
Well, he was supposed to do a members only stream for Cooking with Ken, and I don't see that up, Ken. What happened?
Did he cook his
his birria tacos.
Birria tacos? He can't.
His fridge ran away.
I bet you he recorded it and he's going to edit it and upload it.
Probably.
Beans, what do you say to people who say that your mic looks bigger than your head? I say it's perspective.
It is. Yes. Oh, they didn't include the clip where I literally put my face next to my mic.
Oh man, that was good. I'm sorry. That just made me laugh. I'm sorry, guys. So, this for you guys in chat to see. What I basically said was, come on, Ken. I need this Beans on Cafe. That's what I said. So when I said that, this is what I meant. Last night, Beans was fiery. She was going in on people. She was yelling, calling him a bitch, fucking just with the slander, telling Billy he can't sit on the fence because he'd break it. You know what I mean? That's the Beans I need on Cafe. Now, this is supposed to be the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest in the entire LCU. That's what we are supposed to be, and we are that if you really think about it. But, you know, sometimes I need to awaken the beast of beans. I need to awaken the beast of beans. I know at 12 o'clock sometimes that beans does come out a little bit. But I'm thinking at about 11 o'clock, we call the audible. We get the beast of beans out. What do you think, Beans?
I think it's just in general, once it becomes the afternoon, like, I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to start the day. I don't really want to deal with anything anymore. I don't know.
I don't either.
I was checking out my biceps, though. My biceps are getting big from all that, like, rock climbing.
Hey, this is what you should do, right? Whenever y'all go rock climbing and you grab, what you should do is for every time your feet dangle, do two pull-ups. And then keep going. Next week, do 3 pull-ups. And then keep going, right? That'll help build your chest, your shoulders, your back a little bit, and your triceps.
I'm actually going to try doing that.
Yeah. Like I say, if you want to just start with one, start with one. It all depends on what you can do. But yeah, do the 2. And then do 3, 4, and then just graduate up.
That's true. There is also another clip here in the docket. Not the docket. It's in the chat. I don't know if they added it to the docket. But it was whenever I was roasting Billy a little bit. I just gave him a little poke. Poke the little Billy bear.
Little poke. Well, while you're getting that, Bean shows people how to steal from grocery stores.
I was not encouraging it. I saw an Instagram reel because I don't do TikTok. I saw an Instagram reel. And that's what somebody did. And I said, like, that I should have prefaced, like, that's not an okay thing to do. But I also said I've never done it before. And I was just so done with everything that me saying I never done it before sounded like I did do it before.
Let's see what the chat thinks.
Empty trash cans with stuff and then just scan the trash can and steal everything that's inside of it.
Yo,
that's a supermarket hack. Wow. Thank you, Beans.
There's at the end.
Wow, Beans.
At the end of the
You put things in the grocery can or the garbage can. You scan the grocery can, then you walk out. First and foremost, we're not going to advocate larceny. You know what I mean? Here on Locale Cafe, we don't want to do that. Second of all, we're Beans. What the fuck?
I am not condoning stealing. I was just giving something. I was trying to be entertaining, okay? A lot of people go into whatever show I'm in, say I'm boring, say I don't talk. So sometimes when I talk, it just becomes word vomit. And then I say probably the worst thing I should say. So yesterday, I guess my brain wanted to teach people how to steal.
Well, whatever it takes, right? But it's kind of like the old saying, you know, would you convict a man who stole bread to feed his family, right? It's kind of one of those things, but definitely not saying it's the same thing. But, you know, thoughts, right? But some people say I talk too much here on Cafe and I don't allow you to talk enough, Beans.
You think I don't talk? You think that I don't talk enough? 99% of the articles that we have here on Cafe is read by me. You understand that, right?
I know. So this is the way we kind of do it here on Locale Cafe. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that do whatever, Beans reads the article. I may chime in a little bit and I give my thought on it. She gives her thought, then we move on. Literally the formula. And then when we get to the LCU stuff, we just kind of bounce off of each other. So, yeah. Beans doesn't like corn dogs, and Billy is shocked.
curry ketchup.
You don't like corn dogs?
Corn dogs are nasty.
You don't like corn dogs?
No, they're
Beans?
nasty. I don't know what it is about corn dogs. They have like, I don't know if it's like the breading that's on the outside. It always gives like the meat like an aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I have like PTSD over the corn dogs that were at my school because like it was like a very red, like nasty meat. And so everything just had an aftertaste, but I just don't see the point of corn dogs.
It's the cornmeal beans, the cornmeal with the hot dog together. Togetherness.
We can just have hot dogs and cornbread.
No. All right. Let's get into this. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. It's a long one. It's a long night last night. I apologize.
Curry ketchup. It was like little mini corn dogs. They were like made with kielbasa.
I don't like
sausage.
corn dogs.
What the? Why not?
They nasty.
Have you had a
They
Korean
have like a
corn
weird
dog?
aftertaste. No.
Okay, if you go to
Tell me about it, Hood.
If you go to whoa. If you go to
What?
If you go to Mochi Nut, they do these hot dogs.
No, I think we have some close by. I should go.
I think
next
Mochi
time,
Nut
next
does
week.
whoever the Korean hot dogs are or the Korean corn dogs. You can get them without a curry ketchup.
Beautiful clip. That's wild that you don't like corn dogs.
I just never liked corn dogs. I don't see the point of corn dogs. If I wanted something like that, I might. Never mind. It's too early for that.
I can't.
So I also hate my mic levels in that clip, but I've noticed that I have to turn my gain like all the way up and my volume all the way up in order for people to like actually listen to me.
Yep.
Even though it's like the ear R word for some people, like that is the only way people will let me talk. It's like I have to interrupt and I have to have my mic levels like absolutely horrendous in order for people to let me talk. Because either I get like talked over or like people just don't acknowledge me in general.
Have you thought about maybe getting like the mic arm and putting it like right here at your mouth so you can just talk like this? You know what I'm saying?
I guess so, but it just looks weird, especially with this mic that's bigger than my head. I think it's literally just this part. It's freaking huge. I should get one kind of like the one that Grim has that just attaches to the front and it's not so big.
Yep.
But
that's what she said.
I have this on. Because sorry if you guys hear that. So I have a lisp as well, if you haven't noticed, for the month that I've been here.
Drama Alert said check announcements.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you to the best community on YouTube. Shout out to Billy, Tina, and Zay for the help Saturday. So, LCU was the number 2 for Super Chats. LCL was on Saturday. LCL was number 10 for the week in the U.S. in Super Chats. LCL just went over 200K in Super Chats. You got to respect these numbers, and I think Lolcow Live will be one of the top Super Chatted shows on YouTube live in 2025. So on Saturday, this is what they made, according to Pescator, who does all the numbers and all that show. Guys, shout out to LCL, man. Those dudes, they doing work. They're doing their thing. You know, you got to give all the credit in the world. I know they get hate. They get hate watch. People like to talk shit about the LCU and the universe. But the thing is, the numbers don't lie, guys. The numbers do not lie. And Keem knows what he's doing. Keem is the puppet master in the entire LCU, and he gets it. And he literally monetized the hate on Boogie and Wings, and look where they're at. Like, on what, 2 years later? Year and a half, 2 years later? So big, big congratulations to the boys. Y'all deserve it. Everything y'all do, y'all deserve. Excuse me. So, congratulations. Well deserved, sir. That is awesome. And shout out to the fans for supporting. Because if it wasn't for the fan base, we wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be where they are, right? And the Discord and all that, what we do. There's been a lot of ups and downs in the LCU over the time. And, you know, bad actors coming in. Polish Keem shoes. Bang! Appreciate you. A lot of bad actors coming in and out and trying to do what we need to do to keep the community safe, doing our part, you know what I mean, and getting rid of the bad actors that are in here trying to destroy within. It makes it worth it when you see the community that you're a part of doing so well. You know what I mean? And I know we're a small channel. You know, we do what we can, but still, it feels good to be a part of. You know what I mean?
So when it comes to small channels, I think next month is going to be very important.
Okay.
I think next month is going to be very important. I don't know who's going to go. Hopefully not us. If you don't want us to go, like the stream.
I wouldn't
donate
say
something.
that. I wouldn't say that. We don't know what's going to happen, right? I mean, there's rumors everywhere, people talking shit everywhere. Let's just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to spread rumors here. I don't want to buy into any rumors here, right? So let's leave it alone.
That's true.
Yeah. So we have a clip in here with no title, so I don't know what the hell this clip is. 50 seconds. Let's get into it, guys.
And if I keep talking, I will get canceled probably, because there's also Sparkles Hot for Dish in waiting, and people almost canceled me because I called him gay.
Let's
I
hear.
think he
let's
sounds
hear.
a little fruity.
Sparkles, what do you think about Beans?
Do we continue this clip?
I don't know. I've said a lot of things. I think you missed the first one. So in the first clip, Billy started talking about Korean hot dogs or Korean corn dogs, and then I said, "Hey, Hood, can you tell me about it?" Insinuating like, "Oh, I think he's Korean." I didn't think of it as something problematic, but a lot of people did last night.
Okay. Well, shall we continue?
Sure, because I want to see what the chat says, if I'm right or not.
Okay.
Fruity?
He says that he is not, but I have a gaydar, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my gaydar's right.
I gotta say this, Beans. Earlier, you called me a fence sitter because of my opinion on pizza.
You can't be a fence sitter, you'll break
Oh.
it. I'm sorry.
Hey.
No, don't say that. Wait.
Sparkles, how you doing? Do you feel personally
Hey, I'm
victimized
just-
by Regina Beans?
Regina Beans.
I'm what?
Do
What?
you feel
Crazy.
personally victimized by Regina Beans?
You really make a mean joke
Should
again.
I be?
And if I keep talking, I will get
Beautiful. I don't know. What a great day it was yesterday.
Maybe you should be good.
How we feeling, Beans?
I think I'm waiting for the chat to catch up, but some people are saying cancel Beans 2025. I do agree. Mean Beans should be canceled. Regular Beans is okay, even though you want Mean Beans to be on a little bit more on Cafe.
So my number one fan, First Amendment code enforcement, right? He's literally my number one fan because number one is in his name. But anyways, yeah, he's asking me to show chat. I'm not showing chat who the bad actors are because they're gone for a reason. If you become a member, come in the Discord, you'll get what's going on. But there's certain things I'm not going to talk about here on stream. But thank you for keeping my chat rate up, sir. I greatly appreciate you. You are an amazing human being, and I hope good things come to you in life, sir. Seriously, thank you. Man, I think I don't know. Then Oliver.
We're tired. It's
There-
a Monday.
So here's the thing, right? Oliver says that my only problem with Ken is I push the stream towards pro-Trump topics. So here's the thing, bro. That's not by design. All I'm doing is comparing what he did compared to the former president. I'm an independent. I think both sides are fucked. I hate Republicans and I hate Democrats because they're just too far extreme to really meet in the middle. So when I talk about things, I'm just talking about what he's doing and my opinion on what Trump is doing, right? That's all I'm doing. I think that we need to take care of U.S. first economically because there's way too many homeless veterans out in the streets. We need to take care of home first. But I also feel people deserve to be able to look in the mirror and be comfortable with what they see in the mirror. I'm also very much pro-choice because who am I to tell someone else what to do with their body? I'm nobody. I'm Ken. I can't tell Beans what to do with her body. I don't have that right. That's why I'm pro-choice. So those are my politics. Those are my politics, Oliver. If you have a problem with that, I apologize. But whenever I talk anything about Trump, that's where I'm coming from. All right. Luna with the South African 35. The fencing comment was my favorite. Tons of love for both of you beautiful people. Thank you, Luna. I greatly appreciate you, ma'am. All right.
Me too.
Let's
That was
get
my favorite.
let's get into some stuff because I think our core audience misses some things. What do you think, Beans?
Absolutely. So you want to start off with the Daily Espresso?
Let's do it. It's time for the Daily Espresso, guys. Let's get into it.
So today is February the 24th, 2025. There's 11 days left until Hatch Day for our famous Big Bear Eagles, Jackie and Shadow.
Yes, there is. And oh boy, is it it's getting beautiful, guys. Have no idea who this is, but hey, we'll figure it out one day. 10,000 people watching this right now. That is beautiful. Definitely checking in. The clips of just how they are as birds and what they do. I know I've said this a million times. There's always new videos coming out of just how they are as a couple. And it's just, it's awesome. There's also this other cam that they have. I want to show you guys real quick. So this is like just the outside view. Like when I was talking about the raven circling the nest, you could see the raven circling, right? So this gives you a different vantage point on what's going on with our birds. But, you know, I'm hoping we can see this on Locale Cafe. I really, really am. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
See what happens. So we don't have a daily horoscope for today, but in this day in history, February 24th, apparently Mexico gains independence. Agustin de Iturbe, I'm pretty sure, and Vicente Guerrero, I'm so tired, agree on the plan of Iguala, setting the foundation for Mexico's independence from Spain. I'm gonna get a mouthful from Spooky later today in the Discord because he is a Mexican American and he is going to rip me a new one for saying those words wrong or names wrong.
It's beautiful, Beans.
I get so much hate from the other Latinos in the Discord because I say like something wrong. You know what? Fuck it. We're having mean beans today.
Hey.
Anyways, so in 1955, Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was born.
Some say a great birth. Some say who cares.
I'm one of those who cares people. I'm just kidding. I've never had. Wait, nope, that's a lie. I had like a 4th generation iPhone, like the really small ones.
Yep.
I think that was like the best. And then it just got worse from there. In 1977, Floyd Mayweather Jr., the American boxing champion, was born.
Again, some say a beautiful, some say who cares. The thing with Floyd Mayweather, he was a technical boxer. So he would technically box people. Yes, he had his knockouts and all that, right? But he wasn't a knockout artist. He didn't really try to knock people out. Obviously, it would happen sometimes. But he preferred to beat people in points. So you can't argue his skill in the ring. You just can't. Some people think refs are paid, just like with every sport, right? So you're not going to get away from that. But credit's due where it's due. Locale Tea Shop. I can't.
Yeah, I think the other one was too cutesy. That's for regular beans. This is for other beans, I guess. I need to find like something something that really encompasses Mean Beans whenever she's on.
What you should do is get a background with like Hellfire and Brimstone. And then have like Locale Cafe. Or like, like so many cups served or whatever. Something very like demonic, right? That's what I think you should do for Mean Beans.
Demonic in the morning. Huh.
Also, I still don't know who these dudes are. I haven't met them yet, but maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Well, in 2022, you can tell we are just out of it today.
Nah, we got this, Beans. Let's do it.
I can't.
I can't.
So in 2022, the Ukraine-Russia war escalation. So the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine begins, marking a major escalation in the conflict. Hopefully we have some news on that later. Maybe some updates. So brewed for your brain, useless facts. I'm trying to wake up. So apparently YouTube was almost a dating site when it launched in 2005. YouTube was supposed to be a video-based dating website called TuneIn Hookup. Excuse me. When that failed, they just let people upload whatever they wanted, and it worked.
Wow. Have y'all ever seen like the skits, or not skits, but like the dating videos? Like people would upload like there's like a VHS, and you're like wearing whatever you want to wear, and then you like spit your game or whatever. I think that shit's hilarious, and obviously TuneIn Hookup would have failed miserably, but I'm glad it failed because now we're here streaming 20 years later. Beautiful.
Have you ever seen that video where like some dude is trying to upload like one of those like dating website videos? And then like all of a sudden, like it starts out so normal. And then as it progresses, he gets a little bit more creepy. And then you hear like screaming in the background. And then he's like, wait one moment. And he gets up and he goes off screen. No?
I haven't actually.
I'm pretty sure it was like a parody of some sort. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, please chime in.
There was the video where the dude was sitting down. He was talking to a friend saying like he met a girl and he really liked her, and there was a door behind him, and she's screaming and all that. He was like, 1 second, and he opens up the door and you can see the girl's like tied up and gagged, and he's like hitting her, telling her to shut the fuck up. Then he comes back and to the video, yeah. But they both came out later and said it was just like a parody. Or it was just like for like a shock value video. Like they're fine.
I hope so.
They were dating, like they were both on camera, and they were like, yeah, this was like years later. Not like the next day. It was like years later they came out or whatever.
Why do I feel like that's something that Twiggy would do, to be honest?
Oh, 100% is. Oh, by the way, chat. I didn't tell y'all. My Shure microphone comes in today. I ordered a Shure, the SM7B that everybody else has. I ordered it. It'll be here today.
Hell yeah.
All I'm going to say is eBay.
eBay? You got it from eBay?
For $100.
Hell yeah. Maybe I should look at eBay. I always look at eBay and Facebook Marketplace, but I never really buy anything, even though I probably should, because there are some pretty good deals. But since I live in Florida, there's like a whole bunch of weird stuff that you find on Marketplace, like haunted dolls.
My wife will actually not let me go into a haunted museum.
Why?
Because she believes in it. I do to an extent. But I want to be in it to win it, right? And my two brother-in-laws were like, fuck yeah, let's go, bro. And they're like, we'll go in there. And they're like, yeah, whatever happens, we'll tackle it together. And they're pretty stout dudes too, right? Like one's like 6'1", one's like 6'3". So, I mean, they're pretty stout dudes. And, we could probably handle anything. But if it's like a spiritual demonic thing, then I don't know. But really quick before we continue, last night when they were here eating the birria, we were actually talking. And I was like, I feel like if I was like a really short dude, like a small guy, y'all would really like pick on me. And they're like, oh yeah, we would have bullied the fuck out of you. I was like, yeah, no, I probably would have like left. Like, sorry, your brothers are bullying me too much. I got to go. But then since where I'm like of size and all that, we all just had a good time. But they're good dudes, good dudes. Next.
Oh. Next. So
Are you okay?
I'm so tired. No.
All right.
I need sleep.
Australia's prime minister once went missing forever. In 1967, Australia's prime minister Harold Holt went for a stream at the Cheviot Beach in Victoria and vanished without a trace. Nobody was ever found. Beans, what are the theories?
So the theories was that he was kidnapped by a submarine.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they mean like people in a submarine.
probably.
But kidnapped by a submarine. He was eaten by sharks. I'm pretty sure you would get some chunks or something. He was abducted by aliens. That's probably Keemstar's favorite. He loves
Shocking.
talking about aliens. He faked his own death and moved to a secret island. I'm pretty sure if you faked your own death, people have to find something in order for people to think you're not alive anymore, so I don't think that's it. To make it even weirder, apparently Australia later named a swimming pool after him, despite the fact he literally disappeared while swimming.
Well, if that's not foreshadowing, I don't know what is, Beans.
That feels like inside job.
Could be.
You don't somebody does not disappear and then all of a sudden you name a swimming pool after them if they disappeared like near a body of water.
Oh no, or it was just some elaborate troll that just kind of happened, you know? Like they were just trolling him because maybe they knew, like whoever the fuck knew what really happened and they just did it to troll him. I'm not
That's
sure.
true. So apparently Canada once had a $1 million coin that got stolen.
Wow.
So in 2007, the Royal Canadian Mint made a pure gold coin worth 1 million CAD. It was 100 kilograms of solid gold, but let's be real, it was mostly for showing off. Absolutely. Then in 2017, a group of thieves stole it from a museum in Germany using a ladder and a wheelbarrow. Speaking of which, how do you say it? How do you say that word?
Wheelbarrow?
Because some people say I say it weird, and I'm not sure if that's because of my lisp or that's because of just because I say it like wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow. I don't know.
Moving on. The moral of the story is that if you make a giant, super shiny, super expensive coin, somebody's definitely going to try and steal it.
Yeah. So I can't, right? We got that up next. This actually kind of really speaks true to heart, and I just want to say this. Not knowing when you're living in the good times in the moment. So a lot of people always look back in life, and I credit The Office to this when Andy was like towards the end of the series, and they were interviewing Andy, and he said, "I wish there was a way to know I was in the good times, right? When you're in it to win it, or whatever." I forgot the exact word he used, but there's nothing that's going to tell you that. You know, you just have to enjoy life because you only get one shot at this. And when you have good stuff going on, and when you have like it's a great time, just embrace it, you know. And some people take pictures, they take video for the memories, right? But you know, it's just one of those things. You really have to enjoy life and not really focus on negativity, because that shit will bring you down so hard. You know what I mean? You got to focus on being positive. I know we all have ruts we go into. We have things that bring us down, depression, things like that. But happiness is the joy of being alive. You know, that's just how I feel. And I went through so much of my life being an asshole and being a prick. I try to be an even keel person now and try not to take it out of my mindset. That's just kind of how I am.
Is that why you're so... How do I put this?
I can't.
So, you you say you want a new Beans. You want Beans to be a little bit more fiery in the morning, and I completely understand. Okay, you need a little bit more excitement. So do the audience, and I'm going to try and do my best. Not today because I'm hella freaking tired. But you guys need more excitement. You need something to counteract Ken's cool, chill nature, right? But I think I need a new Ken.
Ooh.
So I've been going on a couple of shows, trying to do my part, trying to do the selfless plug that
Yep.
I should do for Cafe.
Yep.
And there was, I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before, but you were in members waiting while I was on Rewind.
Yesterday, yes.
You were in members waiting. You stayed there for about 5 minutes. Then you left.
Yeah.
Ken,
You talking
you
about
have host roles.
Are you talking about last
You can
night?
hop in. Probably.
Because last
But
night,
you're a host. You don't have to follow the rules. You can jump in at any time and you can stir shit like I stir shit. But you are just so nice. And you are such a decent person. You're in the lolcow universe, sir.
I know. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Yesterday, I went into members waiting on Rewind. And when I was pulled in, Boogie was talking. Right? Boogie is an OG of lolcow universe. So I'm not going to interrupt him. I'm just not. But the reason why I got out of the stream is because I was on mobile and I was going through a bad area and the stream was starting to buffer a lot. So I just got out because I didn't know what that would do to the call if I tried to talk, what it would do to the, you know what I mean? I just wouldn't try to have the buffer. But when this was like 2-3 days ago with Queens. I was in members waiting for Queens. And, there's always the thing of, for Lolcow Live, we can't hop just straight into Lolcow Live. Anyone else you can. But when I was there, they were literally right about to tell Becky that it was all a joke or whatever, so it would have ruined what I was going to do anyway. And Becky wasn't on the stream. And when they decided to tell her, it was already over with. So I couldn't really do it. But I will do my best. I promise you, Beans, I will do my best.
You have a stature like that for a reason. People expect you to be the fiery person, the scary Ken, the deep voice. And then I'm supposed to be quiet, mousy Beans. And we're just having a freaky Friday moment on a Monday.
So, real quick, Nature Base, why are the hosts fighting? We're not fighting. I promise you we're not fighting. And the title of the stream was, the sole reason was because whenever Beans is in Cafe or Beans is anywhere else, it's two totally different sides. That's the entire point of the title. So I was just saying, why not give us a little bit of that in Cafe? Maybe like an hour after the show's in there, right? Because we all know Keem told us to bring the energy, bring the heat a little bit. Becky was like, oh yeah, you're boring. Your smooth, silky, monotone voice puts people to sleep. I want to watch an energetic show in the morning to wake up. Blah, blah, blah. I don't have a man in 10 years. Whatever, bitch. This is what I'm saying. We wanted to bring the heat a little bit, wanted to bring it up some. So just trying something different. That's all it is, And remember, Keem talked about the show's evolution, right? We need to eventually try to get to 1,000 concurrent viewers. That's what Keem wants to stream on. So that's what we're trying to do. So we're just going to be trying different things to see what the audience likes and to try to bring in a new audience. That's all this is. It's not that deep. Don't go crazy, people. That's just what it is, right? So we just got to get to 1,000 concurrent viewers. We just have to. So we have to try different things. That's all it is.
The background jazz, because I know Kevin D was asking about that a little bit earlier.
It's playing. I can turn it up a little bit. I can hear it in my headphones.
So Andrew C. Made a comment that I think is pretty funny. Ken is the type to be at a party, drink in hand, walking around the room, and finally spotting a group that he wants to talk to, walks up to them and notice that they're all in conversation, then leaves politely.
Yes. I am that guy.
Well, you have such you can command a room if you really wanted to. Why don't you do it?
I know I could. I hate being interrupted, so I don't interrupt people. It's one of those things where it's like if I don't like something, I'm not going to do that to others because it seems kind of hypocritical. That's just me. Now, if y'all want me to yell and bring the fucking energy, I can do that. But I don't know if y'all want that.
Let us know in the comments. So let's start with the quote of the day. We're gonna go back and forth, see what people like. For the quote of the day, it says the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And that's from Walt Disney.
Yeah, I hate Disney.
I don't know why you hate Disney so much when your wife is such a lover of Disney. You guys have a whole room dedicated to like all her Disney ears.
Yep.
I think we've mentioned that before.
The
tweet of
the chat saying headphones. Sorry guys. But I'm just saying, if y'all want me to bring the energy and yell, that's what you're gonna get. That is literally what you're gonna get. And you know, I don't want to yell and scream because with my deep voice, it's gonna carry, and it's just gonna, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to avoid. Continue.
That's very true. What else? The tweet of the day, I'm pretty sure we already saw this video of Keemstar, quote unquote, losing out on $215 million.
King came on here and was talking about it. That's all it was. Yeah, we already did that one. So
we already talked about this general news. Y'all, docket team, please. I know that it's also my job to delete things, but y'all like it.
Chenery's Corner said, "Shout louder, can't hear you from Sweden." Oh man, what a day! Love you guys. I don't know. Jason W is falling asleep. Sorry, Jason.
I made Jason W mad yesterday. I'm sorry, Jason W. Huge Ass. I keep forgetting about that name. Huge Ass is actually saying Beans is tired. Tomorrow will be better. I won't stay up till 5 in the morning talking about what has happened or talking with people.
And I had a rough night last night too, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, work basically kicked my ass and all that. And you know, cafe's in this period of like figuring out where it's going to go forward. So people are saying that the vibe is off, or like me and you are off right now. We'll be good. We'll figure it out.
We have somebody in chat saying that they just finished their first big job interview. Prayers for me, chat. You'll get it. We believe in you.
Good luck, bro. For real, good luck. If any members want to hop in and talk to us, maybe give us some ideas about the next evolution, what y'all want to see, let me know. This hop in member's waiting. We'll bring you up here.
Hell yeah. So I think the other thing is that we go from Monday to Saturday. And then we have that weird opening in Sunday. And it used to be that Keemstar would hop in on Sunday and kind of take over for us. But lately he's been busy, obviously. Especially with the whole fat camp thing. So I was wondering if like on Sunday, I know you're busy, but I could hop in and I could do something, maybe members only.
Of course.
I just don't know what to do for members only, to be honest. Like I was thinking about playing Coffee Talk, which is a very like narrative game. You know, coffee themed, so I can promote cafe a little bit more.
Yeah. Well,
but it's so hard. Yeah.
I wanted to remember what we talked about yesterday? Nah, actually, my idea.
No. What's your idea?
Open mic night.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I completely forgot about this.
So I'm putting a poll in chat. I don't know if y'all were people that are in the Discord, you will know this. So that's a boner with the two Australian. You guys are perfect. FUCK Keen. Thank you, Bonzer. We appreciate that. So I had an idea of doing an open mic night, because you know how some cafes will have that, like the spoken word or whatever, spoken truth, whatever it's called. I'm not sure. I apologize. But yeah, exactly. So Fweshy and Tony Hits were doing like a battle, right? And obviously there was some slurs said and things had to happen. But regardless, it got me the idea of an open mic night. So people that want to come on, you know, if they want to like read poems, or if people want to like battle rap, or like just do something kind of like a fan content creation thing where, you know, we give you the platform to do it. And it's not like you'll be on a show with like thousands of people, so it'll be a little bit less pressure. But it'll also try and bring in more engagement. You know, we can start with like members, have members come up and do it. And I think it'd be cool. I think it'll work. And there's really the only real rules are follow TOS. That's the only real rule. Outside that, I really don't care what you do. But I don't know. I think it'd be a different way to get engagement and get, you know, fans involved more. What do you think, Beans?
So the only thing that I think, to be honest, is that I don't like the idea of like content that has to deal with fans coming in because of Test. I don't know if you watched Test before, but
Oh yeah.
Grim has been having a lot of trouble just in general with people coming in. Like at first there's a lot of people coming in, but once it continues, people just stop for some reason. Probably because, you know, people run out of ideas, or it's too late, or, you know, just a lot of things happen. But if people truly will, you know, take the initiative and come on stream and, you know, have an open mic night, then I'm completely open to it.
Okay.
I just don't want to start something that will be, in the end, a failure.
So, you know, I put the poll up and 82 votes, 82% voted yes. So, I mean, here's the thing, right? If we do it one time and success, whatever you want to call it, right? If it does well, we can just do it until it just doesn't. The thing with Test is there's only so many ideas that are out there. There's only so many ways you can pitch something, right? But if you have people that have like poetry, or have someone that wants to like, you know, sing, rap, whatever you want to call it, it gives a different vibe to the cafe. And the reason I was thinking is because cafes do that, like open mic nights where people go up there and just talk shit, right? I know I'm looping, but just try it out. I mean, worst that happens is that it bombs and we just never do it again. I mean, you know, we have our core audience who are still going to be here. Test really doesn't have a core audience, and that's the difference. It sucks, but it's just the truth. Like, there's only so many things you can really do. So, and
It's very true.
Grim deserves more than Test. He does. He's very much an awesome dude at heart. He's an entertaining person. He's very charismatic. He's quick on his feet. He deserves more than Test. But the bitch is...
He's an entertainer.
The bitch is having like a full-time job during the day and then having all the shows in the afternoon and at night kind of hinders it. It just is what it is. It sucks, but it just is what it is. And, you know, I really think... I really think Grim would be great on a show. Like, whatever he wants to do. Like, him on Tech Talk would be actually pretty good. I really, truly think it'd be awesome because he knows about all that shit and he knows how to talk shit at the same time. But...
Make Tech Talk tech again.
I like it. So yeah, this is an idea, chat. Throw it out there, and there's gonna be no judgment in the cafe. There's gonna be no like shit talk in the cafe. Now, if people battle rap and someone obviously loses, then that's on you. But people just want to go up there and talk, let some stuff off their chest, whatever you want to do, bro. There's no judgment in the cafe.
Yeah. I mean, I think that leading by example is a very important thing. That's something that I've really, what's it called? I'm so sleep deprived. It's something that I use kind of as like a mantra of some sort. Lead by example if you're going to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no quarrels or anything. If I have to go to the dollar store, buy some batteries, and put some new batteries in my ukulele, because I have a ukulele and it has like its own tuner attached to it, but I need batteries. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe I can make a little cafe song, get people
Fuck yeah.
get people excited for it.
Fuck yeah. Someone sent me a message of some ideas. All right, I'll check it out. Appreciate it, bro. But yeah, and obviously, just trying things out. I mean, we're literally on week 3 of Locale Cafe. It seems like we've been on air for a very long time, Beans. But it's literally only been 3 weeks. That's wild. And,
I was just gonna say I hate this thing. I think a lot of our viewers see it, that we're kind of, I don't want to say down in the dumps, but it is getting to us, just like the uncertainty of it all. Somebody said Miranda sings apology video. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Hey.
But yeah, we truly just want the best for Cafe, and we'll do anything to really I don't want to say pander, but I want to do the best for our audience.
Yep, definitely.
Somebody said is 500 the goal? 1,000.
Yeah,
so,
we need 1,000 live concurrent viewers. That's what we need to be at, because in the minds of the boss, that's a successful show, right? And we're at 328 right now. That's about our average, right? We can hold about 300 people, and when all the hosts were on and Keem was on and people were just talking to smack, we hit our peak at 660 something, right? So that's our peak. So he's got to get that next step. So hence, the members only video that I recorded, right? It's going to be good. I just need to get everything in one video, then I can do my voiceover, and I'm uploading, right? So I just need to figure out how to do it. So
Rick T is in chat, and he makes a good point. He says, I wish there would be a show that would cover locales maybe once a week. It can be done without breaking TOS and without chancing monetization. It's just what you present and how you present it. I mean, we are a news show. Or a news show. We can try to do that. We can do like a segment that just talks about like the new things that are happening in locale lives.
Yep.
Not locale lives, but the lives of locales.
Yep. And then Tim said, didn't Keem say Cafe needs to focus on 500? Yeah, we need to focus on 500, but like we have to get to 1,000 eventually. That's the end goal, right? So once we can maintain 500 concurrent viewers, then we'll get to 1,000. Right, but ultimately at the very end of the finish line is 1,000. But yeah, I don't know, chat. We'll get there. We're gonna make it happen. Just evolving, doing different things, checking it out. So
some people are saying make Grim the weatherman. He can't do it live, but I can maybe talk to him and see if he can do like maybe a video segment that we can show in the morning. We can try that. Speaking about Test, I want to go back to Test for a second. I don't want to say push, I want to encourage all of you to start watching Test this week. Because I think Test is actually going through its own metamorphosis. So Grim, he kind of took in some of my, I don't want to say criticisms, but suggestions. And all this week, he's going to try like a new show, like him hosting a show to see what he can do. And just try show ideas in general. I think there's some shows that he wants to try out, like something that has to do with hot sauce. So that's going to be funny.
That's awesome.
He has like a bunch of hot sauce that he can try. I think Freshy Fresh might be starring in that because he did swallow some hot sauce a couple of days ago and it was pretty funny. There's
Hold on.
gonna be a game show.
I gotta say, Fweshy Fwesh. You wanted me to say it again? Fweshy Fwesh. I can't. But yeah, nah. So yeah, people are saying don't beat ourselves up. We could literally get no promotion, no redirect, and we're a new show. Yeah, definitely. I get that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean. We are getting growth. We're seeing the growth, and we're trying to different stuff. Just want to make it happen. Want to make the audience happy. Obviously, we're gonna have the haters, and they keep my chat rate up. So thank you, haters. I appreciate you being here. But we'll see what happens, guys. We'll definitely see what happens. Local Caliente.
I don't want to release too much information because I don't know what I can release.
They were in chat. That was just in chat. That's all I'm saying.
But Local Hot Takes, that's what it's named. That's what it's named.
Hell yeah.
So basically the whole premise is like somebody has a quote unquote a hot take and then they take hot sauce or something. I don't know how it's going to work out. But I'm sure if anybody can do it, it can be Grim.
Also, chat, let me ask y'all something. People have been trolling Roxy really hard with the whole Chucky thing. Do y'all find that funny, or do y'all think it's a little, fucked up? Just curious. I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? But, it's one of those things where it eventually gets old. I don't know how long this wants to go on for, but eventually it's going to get old. All right, bro, we got it. Don't be a hero, Ken. Bro, I'm born a hero. I am a fucking hero. Also, tomorrow, haircut, beard trim. You're going to see Prime Ken in this motherfucker on Wednesday. So be ready for that.
Hell yeah.
Donut Lord says play it out. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. A lot of these shows get played out. Yeah.
Be Happy is talking about the mic issues that Grim has. Be Happy, if you've seen Test, you know that when he gets too loud and he starts peaking, I have to literally jump in and tell him, hey, turn yourself down a little bit.
Yep. So I want to show something real quick that's in strange news. All right. This is pretty interesting. So, if you want to check this out, it's in strange news. Mysterious QR code stickers keep appearing on graves in Munich. Right?
Graves?
Graves. Like cemeteries, graves. Do you see that in strange news?
Let me go to
It's the very first
Strange
one in
News.
strange news. This shit's wild.
So it says here that the stickers which have been put on old and new graves have a QR code that when scanned shows the name of the person buried and the location of their grave in Germany. Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's just, but, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, if you're there and you scan the QR code and it shows you where they're buried, what is the point, right?
When I was a child, actually, so if you guys don't know this, again, I have anxiety. I don't want to mention it too much because then people are going to freaking clown on me saying that, oh, you use your anxiety as clout. Nobody uses anxiety for clout. Random for Life with the $5 said, oh, chat is going real fast. Can you reaction? I'm pretty sure they mean, can you give a reaction to Francis versus Boogie rap battle and give it a score? Maybe later.
Yep.
So I have a lot of anxiety. And something that I had to struggle with growing up is thoughts of mortality. Very morbid. I had them since I was about maybe 5 or 6 when I whenever you first got consciousness or oh, I'm a person and life ends. So I got that pretty early in life. I just remember like realizing like, hey, mortality, and then I just started bawling out crying like to my mom, and she said like, oh well, that's not going to happen anytime soon, like you shouldn't worry.
Yep.
So since I had those thoughts at a very young age, I had like this business idea, right? And it was to put QR codes on graves, but once you scan them, it's supposed to be like a video montage of like this person's life, because I think it's just so interesting to go and like learn about people. And whenever you look at a grave, you just wonder like, what did this person do in their life, or like, who was this person? Or at least that's what I think all the time. Even like somebody on the street, I look at somebody and I'm like, who are they really?
Yep.
And my mind cannot go either two ways. It's either, is this person like a secret serial killer, or is this person probably the kindest person that if I got a chance to talk to them, we would be best friends?
Mr. 77 with the 249, I believe that's Euro. Beans on toast. Thank you, 77. Always the GOAT. Yeah, I don't know. For some odd reason, people, just random people, I get stared at a lot, I've noticed, just walking around places. Like, people see me, they just look at me, right? I don't know if it's because of my stature. I don't know if it's just because I have, like, resting asshole face. But yeah, I try to be nice to people. I really, truly do try to be nice to people. But, you know, some people see me, they probably wouldn't give me the time of day. But that's okay. But, yeah.
So, Mr. 77 with the $5.99 again, beans on toast. Thank you, Mr. 77. Greek girl says, Beans, I have terrible anxiety. I have been plagued by death my entire life. It's hard. I think that's why I like cafe, because, you know, even though I do like the whole mean beans things, even though that's just me, I do like to be very real with you guys and let you know like who I am, because it's very easy for you to see this on screen and think like, oh, like she's a very well-adjusted person, and I'm like, no, not really, because every single time I'm in the shower, I feel like there's going to be an asteroid that hits Earth, and then I'm the person that died in the shower, and I don't think that's very cool. We went on a hike on Saturday, Grim and I, and the only thing that I could think in my head was, what if I see a body here in the forest? Not a real body, obviously. What if sorry, I did quotations. What if I see a body in the forest? How would my mental stability alter? And that's not a good thing for anybody to think all the time. That's why I try to be so positive in cafe, because I want to give people something else to think about instead of all that anxiety.
Run X with the 5 to the continued success of Beans and Ken, whatever happens. Love Local Cafe. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. You know, like first time I saw one, I was just like, well, damn. Okay. And you just kind of move on. You know what I mean? It's just, you can't harp on things because you just have to move forward. Obviously, people go through traumas. People see things that are traumatizing. They process it. But it's just kind of one of those things where you can't harp on it. You just have to, you can't worry about others. You can't worry about shit. Just live your life. Mr. 77 again, Ken's or beans on toast. Appreciate it, Mr. 77. You're starting to get creepy, bro.
I'm surprised he's even awake, because he lives in the Great Britain area, I think.
I don't know. Justin Masters, loyal fan of mine, for the $5. You're getting stared at a lot because you're largest Goro from Mortal Kombat, Ken. Thank you. Isn't that the forearm dude, Goro?
I got no idea.
I can't. Have you heard of
Kevin D? No, I was just gonna say Kevin D, the crystal guy, said get a piece of asteroid, Moldavite. I think that's how it's pronounced, for intense energy.
So, I actually found this out real quick, and I'm trying to. Where's a good? Yeah, so people are saying there's possibly an asteroid that's going to be hitting Earth in 2032. I don't know if you've heard of that or not. Neil deGrasse's been talking about it. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's been talking about it a lot, and other scientists are talking about it. They're trying to figure out where it's going to hit, right? Docket team, if any of y'all are watching, if y'all could find me a video I can play on this. I'm looking at them and all that, but I just don't know what'll probably get copyright or whatever because of music. But yeah, it's if we don't find a clip today, I definitely want to talk about that tomorrow because that's a pretty interesting thing. Some people are saying that there's a very small chance it will hit. Others are saying it's actually a big chance it'll hit. So I don't know what the hell is going to happen with it, but they're saying that it'll possibly hit. Last I heard, the Atlantic Ocean, kind of more towards like Africa, but it'll hit like 3 miles into the ocean, and the explosion that's going to happen from it is going to like fuck a lot of shit up. But
Well, especially Florida being below sea level, I'm sure.
oh yeah, Mr. 77 again. What do you mean, Great Britain area? I'm from Ireland, bro. Don't dox yourself. But you know,
I said that on purpose.
hey, but yeah,
Thank you for the super chat.
the idea of just something like that happening, like you see it in movies all the time, and you see people talk about shit. Smoking a home brew with the short. Thank you, sir. Let's check this out.
Is an asteroid going to hit Earth in 2032? An asteroid that could be as big as a football field has a small chance of hitting Earth in 2032. Now, without context, that's a terrifying sentence, so let me put your mind at ease. The rock, known as 2024 YR4, is pretty big, about twice the size of a meteor that hit Russia in 2013. But it's not extinction event big, and the chances of it hitting Earth are really small. But should that probability trend the wrong way, in 2022, NASA ran a test to see if they could redirect the course of an asteroid with rockets, and it worked really well. So if the world does end in 2032, it probably won't be because of an asteroid.
There it is. So there you go.
I'm still gonna have anxiety.
Oh yeah, I mean, just the thought, right? Like, just picture it. It's 2032. You're sitting there watching the news. There's a live camera watching the asteroid. You can just see it getting closer and closer to Earth. Obviously, what the naked eye can see may be a little bit different. But I don't know, man. It'd be kind of surreal to see. But, yeah. David
Do you
McKay.
want to read some of these?
Yeah.
Oh, you're already on it.
Shy 2348. Shy, I thought it was 1738. But either way, thank you, Shy. You're an amazing person. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And then David McKenzie with the 499. Is there any way we can get a happy middle Howard Stern? I guess middle Howard Stern is a morning show. Coffee wakes you up. This show puts me to sleep sometimes, but still love it.
Try your best tomorrow.
Yep. I'm more concerned that so Lizzie's saying YouTube has. I didn't know YouTube had a dark mode. I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about that last time that we did our show, I believe on Saturday. A lot of people were saying Boomer Report because you have everything on light mode, which is horrendous to a lot of younger people. I don't get people that have Discord on light mode. I think that is a sin of some sort.
Serial killer type shit, as they say.
Yeah, Twiggy.
Yeah. So, strange news, because people like the strange news. Florida man survives a gator attack after neighbors drive over the beast with an SUV. You got that, Miss Beans?
Yeah, so it says that Rick Fingerut was passing a pond in which he had seen alligators lounging ever so often when he felt a tug on the leashes of his 2 dogs. Oh, goodness. They might have been Labradors and fit for all kind... What? I'm sorry. I'm going to skip over. Blah, 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 blah. So, I guess a guy got attacked by an alligator of some sort. Gator, which is very common here in Florida. I don't think people understand how common it is. there used to be a news article about a gator that entered an old lady's home. But without a shadow of a doubt, the strangest part of the story came in the next part, which his dogs lay at his side, silent, probably frozen in terror, and somehow he managed to get a hold of the leashes. So hopefully his dogs are okay.
That's wild, man. I remember when when we went to Florida so I could propose, my father-in-law was harping hard on not getting like an Airbnb or whatever near a body of water because of alligators and the grandkids. Like he was hell on earth about that. I thought it was funny. But yeah. Well, you got that face, Beans.
Sorry. My face is louder than my actual words. It's just the sections that were chosen was very strange.
It's all good.
It's all good, yeah. But let's move on. So apparently a micro artist creates world's smallest Lego brick, tinier than a human blood cell. That's very cool.
Jesus.
I think Eric would love that article. So apparently a British micro artist, David Landon, has crafted the world's smallest Lego brick, measuring just 0.02517 millimeters compared to a human white blood cell. Comparable to a human white blood cell. This Guinness World Record-breaking feat required extreme precision. I wonder how he did it. Is
That's
there
wild.
a video attached to this or just an article?
There's actually no article. They have a picture of it, but there's no actual like video. That's crazy to me that they're able to do that. So there's a problem, right? Especially with like the titles and everything, and why I don't do thumbnails. I have zero creativity. I just don't. If I look at like a blank sheet of paper and I'm like, all right, what's next? I have no idea what to do. So shout out to the people making the thumbnails. I love you guys, Miss Beans and Miss Billy Joe. It's awesome. I know some people hate the thumbnails, but you know what, bro? It's better than what I could do.
Andrew C. said that I'll be impressed when he can create a miniature copy of Hogwarts out of them. That's very true. I wonder if he just made this Lego brick as like a one-off thing, or if he plans to make like miniature statues of some sort with these Lego bricks.
Hey, I mean, got to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
And that's very true.
Let's go to the Hollywood pushes for more productions. 2 down.
Yes, sir. So quiet on set, ? Hollywood pushes for more LA productions post wildfires. So if you don't remember, there was a humongous wildfire in Hollywood that destroyed many homes, unfortunately, for the people of California. So it says here that cheaper labor and better tax breaks have lured producers away from the City of Angels for years. The wildfires, which have killed at least 29 people and destroyed thousands of homes, have only added to existential crisis. Now here there are many people calling on the state and studios and streaming services to boost local production. So it says here, we have a quote, "The best thing the studios could do for fire relief is to bring work back for the rank and file LA film workers."
Yeah, that's what it says in the article.
Okay, I wonder
It's
what
weird.
they mean by that.
Yep.
So it says here that productions in the US have decreased by 26% last year compared to the pre-strike levels in 2022, according to the Prod Pro, which tracks global production. I wonder if that's because of what's been. Oh no, they're mentioning it here, the pre-strike. Do you remember the strike that was happening?
I don't. I have no idea what the strike is. Explain it to me.
So basically, there was a strike going on for people to get better opportunities, I think it was. Let me look it up because I don't want to give any false
Well-
information. There was a problem with a lot of people being laid off, especially in Netflix and a lot of bigger companies, especially like story writers, people of the sort, script writers. because of AI. A lot of people are using AI, or they just don't want to pay for the talent nowadays. And a whole bunch of celebrities actually chimed in and started, helping out the people who were on strike as well. I believe Jack Black would buy pizzas. He would strike with the people. So it was a very popular thing, and I think that. Sorry, I'm just writing. So people are saying the writers' strike. Yeah.
Sorry.
Apparently we have somebody in chat who got laid off by Meta for this.
Wow. So here's
Apparently, because of the wildfires, the governor wants $40 billion to fix everything.
Jesus, man. So here's a weird thing, right? It's like a weird dichotomy. And me and one of my old bosses always got into it over this. People are saying, like, say, like, if you go through like a depression or if something happens to you, the best thing to do is get back to work because it takes your mind off of things. Like, there was a dude whose father will say, shut down his computer. All right. When the father shut down his own computer, the dude who was working with me was going through some stuff mentally. My boss literally said 2 days later, he's wallowing in it. He needs to get back to work. Right? I get it because, if you work and you keep your mind off of things, sometimes it's better for you. But some people need to process traumatic events. So, kind of curious, where you at with that, Beans? Let's say if a traumatic event happened. Could you go back to work 2 days later? Like, say someone you knew, like, let's just say, like, knock on wood, right? A loved one uninstalled they shut down their computer for the last time. Could you go back to work 2 days later?
I don't think so, but it's because I'm such an emotional person. Especially if I love somebody, I love them hard, right? Yep. I hold a lot of people very close to me. I think that's the messed up thing about just corporate life in general nowadays. They expect you to be kind of like a robot. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why they find AI very enticing because, they don't want off days. They don't have family that they need to help out, or they don't have family that can uninstall their computer and ask for more days off. Or there's another thing where apparently a lot of women don't get like higher positions because people are scared that they might, get pregnant and have a family, and then they won't be able to dedicate themselves so much to their work life. Yep. I think that's a very big problem that's happening right now in South Korea, actually, where the mortality rate and the birth rate are exponentially different. Like now there's barely any young people, and they're trying to push that to the citizens. They're trying to give them some sort of compensation to go on dates or to get married. Mm-hmm. So just that in general, like if we go into that route, we're going to end up in the same place where we need to take care of our people if we want our people to take care of us, if that makes sense.
Yep. Rick T in chat said, my girlfriend in 2018 passed away in a fire that I survived, and it broke me for 2 years. I literally fell apart. I went back to work after a year, and my boss was doing me a solid, knowing I needed to stay busy. Yeah, bro. Like I've said it before here, and my wife knows and all that. In 2006, my high school sweetheart passed away in her sleep from a brain aneurysm. And, what I'm going to say is this. The same year I joined the Army because I needed to get away and I needed to change. So that's what happened with me. But yeah, dude, that's trash. I'm glad you got past it. I know how you feel. But they say time heals all wounds, and that may be true. But sometimes wounds can get reopened, right? Because once the skin is broken and it heals, it's not the same as it was. So, I appreciate you saying that story. That's awesome. Everybody in chat saying for me, it's fine. Like I said, things happened, but here we are, right? And you got to move forward. Every year on her birthday, which is April the 14th, I send a little prayer up for her, telling her, I hope she's well. The day she passed away, which is February 11th, I send a little prayer up. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, right? But, that's just part of me trying to be like a nice person because, I hate being an asshole. I hate being a guy that just comes and screams and yells. I do not like being that person. So it just is what it is. Freshy Fresh, what's up, bro?
Freshy Fresh.
But yeah, Fresh, if you want to hop in members waiting, bro, we'll bring you up. I want to talk to you. He was actually very excited about the open night mic. That's what I want to talk to him about. Fresh, you get members waiting, bro. You don't need to come on camera either. I don't care about that. I just want to talk to you. But yeah, trauma sucks, but it's part of life, right? And when it happens, you process and you move on. And dwelling on things and harping on things does nothing. It just keeps you down. You have to try and find some sort of happiness, because like I said before, you get one life. You have to find some sort of happiness.
So speaking kind of on like the whole corporate thing and revolting against those who want to take advantage of you. So Luigi Mangione, is that how you say his name?
Probably.
Him, Luigi's Mansion, that's how I'm going to call him,
Hey.
is set for the first court appearance since his arraignment in the United Healthcare CEO's death.
Where you at right now?
We're in crime. The last one in crime.
Oh, yeah, that dude. Yeah, Wings loves this guy, guys.
He has a pretty snazzy shirt, by the way. I'm not super into the whole that because it was like very memed on. Like I felt like it kind of lost its power. A lot of people were talking about like how it's like kind of similar to the whole like Joker thing, like the first Joker movie, the good Joker movie.
Yep.
But apparently the man is accused of fatally shooting the CEO of the United Healthcare in New York City and leading authorities on a 5-day manhunt, which is scheduled to be in court Friday for the first time since his December arraignment on state murder and terror charges. So Luigi's Mansion, who is 26, he's just 1 year older than me, is set for a hearing in state court in Manhattan. Prosecutors and Mr. Mansion's defense lawyers are expected to provide updates on the status of the case. Apparently, Judge Gregory Caro would set deadlines for pretrial paperwork and possibly even a trial date. So I know a lot of people were talking about how he's housed in the same facility as Mr. P. Diddy, which is very interesting. Hopefully nothing has happened to Mr. Mansion because I think Mr. Diddy likes pretty penises, as Wings
back to the man.
Put it. Yep, I'm gonna play a short clip, guys, from the dude Luigi.
Accused of brazenly murdering the United Healthcare CEO in Midtown Manhattan last year. The accused was back in court today. Luigi Mangione appearing before a judge in Manhattan this afternoon. A grand jury indicted the 26-year-old on 11 counts, including first and second degree murder and terror charges in December. CBS News political reporter and attorney Katrina Kaufman was in the courtroom. She joins us now for more on this. Katrina, what happened in court today?
Hi, Lindsay. So today's hearing was a lot of talk about the...
Notice we got the protesters outside, right? Because people love this guy. They think he did a great thing. So they're going to be out there protesting, right? So just keep that in mind. You're going to hear the shouting and all that stuff.
The evidence that's been turned over to Mangione's team and setting a schedule for moving forward. I apologize, it's windy down here. But the judge did set a motion schedule. The defense's motions are due in April, and then the prosecution will reply, and the judge will make a decision on those motions in June. Mangioni's attorney also had some.
So apparently, they're gonna, as they said here, we're not gonna really see like a court trial or anything just yet. They're filing their motions and all that BS. We got Fweshy in members waiting, so let's bring him on real quick, guys. Get a nice little antidote to the craziness of today. Freshy.
What's up?
What's up, G? How you doing, bro?
Flesh.
Not much. I just woke up.
Awesome, bro. Well, good morning.
Morning.
So, open mic on Cafe. How you feel?
Excited?
Yeah? You coming
When
on?
are we gonna...
What I'm doing.
I'll be coming on.
Hell yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you want to battle rap anybody, or do you want to just kind of do your own thing? What do you want to do?
I can do both.
Ooh.
I can do both.
That's what I'm talking about, Fweshy. Oh, man. So how do you feel about yesterday?
Yesterday? Well, yesterday was all good. The other day was, oh boy, fucking, it was unbelievable.
So Tony Hits, that was 2 days ago? Fuck, man, time flies.
2 days ago, yeah.
Jesus, I thought that was yesterday.
So what happened was he hopped onto the Discord, and then he was talking about how he's like relevant. He was talking over people. He's like, yeah, Keemstar knew me. I was the very first person that he put up on the Keemstar show. And he was going off and off and off. And then he said, I'm the best rapper than Eminem. So I started to think to myself, dude, this motherfucker is just going off. So I called this motherfucker out. He got pissed off. So he said, freestyle. I freestyled for him. And he freestyled back. And he just got so mad because he got muted. I don't know who muted him so many times.
I think Slime did.
Yeah. So this is in VC. And Baja was in it, and all these other people was in it.
Oh, so that must have been Baja then. Okay.
Yeah. And I went on trying to get Slime's attention. Slime finally got in. Then we went on stage. I started to go off. Slime thinks Tony is not going to show up. No, he did. So once we hit it, he lost. He lost. People voted for me.
Yep.
He got banned. The reason why he got banned because he said the F slur 3 times.
Yep, I remember that.
Banned him. And when he got banned, he went off on Twitter.
Really?
He was like, yeah. He went off. He's throwing diss tracks around. All he's rapping right on the phone. He started talking shit to me. Then he went off. He thought Keemstar is the one that banned him. So he started going off on Keemstar. Last night, he dropped 2 diss tracks dissing Keemstar and Brantley, which is just him in the same car on the fucking phone.
Jesus.
Oh.
Basically, this dude sucks. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, this dude sucks.
Hell yeah.
So you did post in show topic suggestions the video that he posted on X. I don't know if you can show that.
Yeah, this one he wasn't rapping. He wasn't doing the beat.
Did he? Did he say any slurs? Did he say any slurs?
No.
He doesn't say any slurs. He just alludes to saying one, and that's why he got banned.
And he went out. So basically, sum up to the audience. He's calling that Keemstar is racist, and this whole entire server is being built as white supremacy.
That's a fucking lie.
That is. We have how many African American people in this server?
Oh, yeah.
Beans is one of them. Keemstar likes beans. So this is what he's trying to actually say.
I don't think I'm the best example, but go off, King.
But he was like, oh, Keemstar is just racist. He said the N-word to Alex a long time ago.
Yep.
Of course, he apologized. People moved on. But he's still racist because he voted for Trump. Dude, And he banned me because I keep going off, being like, first of all, Keem is not racist. He doesn't hate black people. And third of all, he voted for Trump, and that doesn't make him racist.
No, it
There's
doesn't.
a reason why Keem voted for
It
Trump.
doesn't. So I can tell you guys right now, if this was some like bullshit white supremacist server, I wouldn't be here, as my wife is black and Mexican. And, you know, hopefully if the good Lord blesses us with children, my children would be part black and Mexican. So I don't want no part of that bullshit. I mean, we ain't got time for it, right? I don't care. I don't care enough. Also, you know, we have some LGBTQ in the server. They are against, white supremacists are against that, right? So it's all bullshit. And when dude posted the Twitter video, right? I watched a little bit of it, not a lot. He looks about what I thought he would look like, as far as like, you know, the fake G'd up guy. It is what it is. But you know, Oliver, thanks, bro. So should we play the video?
Yeah.
We should play the video. Beans, what do you think?
Of course, just to give people the full story and background.
All right, let's do it. Where's it at? Show topics and suggestions.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
topic.
Okay.
So I have this person that I really don't like. His name is Keemstar. And a long time ago he called this person Alex the hard N-word. Now, everybody forgave him and said he's not racist anymore. But let me tell you things that make me think he's still racist. Because when I was in the server, I was called the hard N-word. When I was in the server, people were doxing me and talking about my private information. And then I got banned for defending myself. I get back into the server for a couple hours, and then I got banned for using slurs in a rap, where rap is a form of art, and they're banning me and they're trying to silence me because most of the people in that server hate black people. Most people that are white say the N-word because they hate blacks.
First and foremost, that is not true. That is not true at all. I'm not saying that whatever, but to my knowledge, no, it doesn't. And that's not condoned in any form or fashion. That shit will get banned with the quickness. First and foremost, the other thing is, I already said that, sorry. This dude, when he was here before, because I remember in here before, he was just talking like mad shit. He was threatening to dox people. He was also threatening people with like violence, like IRL violence. So that's why he was banned. And he was just some like mad troll that said he knew Keem from like back in the day. So a lot of people weren't here when he was first here. Right? I remember this motherfucker. So this is no, none of this is happening.
Like Boogie and Wings and stuff. They're fucking actually building a white supremacist group, basically, allegedly, in the Discord. And they're fucking pieces of shit. He voted for Trump. Like, he obviously hates people of color. It's just so fucking obvious. To fucking sit here and act like Keemstar's not racist, you're fucking stupid. Get a fucking grip. Fuck Keemstar. Fuck him. He's a loser. He silences black people that rap like me.
No, not true. Keemstar doesn't silence anybody. The only people he silences is if they break TOS or if they break a rule and they're trying to do some nefarious shit. At that point, yes, moderation happens. But as far as just speaking your truth or speaking your mind, bro, a lot of people like trash the show in the Discord. Not a lot, I'm sorry, wrong word. There are quite a few people that have done it. They are critical of the show. They have said things about the show that were negative, but it's welcomed, right? It's all welcomed. As long as you don't break rules, as long as you don't break TOS. That's really it. I don't know where he's getting this shit from. I don't get it, but let's continue.
After I got doxxed and called the hard N-word in his fucking server, that dude can go fuck himself. Piece of shit. fuck that guy. Fuck Keemstar. It's so simple.
All right, so that's that.
I wonder why he used this specific server, this specific filter.
No. So basically, this is how he reacts when he loses a rap battle. He got pissed off. He's bugging out. And people didn't like him. So, what I heard, and this is allegedly, that he's in the server with someone that is coming over here to fuck with us.
What's up?
And with him coming over in here to fuck with us, because he got banned, rumors have that he's gonna go into another. There's gonna be another person coming into this server trying to fuck with us even more.
Beautiful. Well, moderation team will handle it. I know we got good dudes in there. It's really good, really good. So we'll handle it. But yeah, for everyone asking, this dude, he was in here before, like I said before, starting shit. He got banned. He's back. The doxing shit, none of that did not happen, right? He was threatening to do it to people, right? So others were kind of making the same threats. None of that was talked about. There was no information leaked. Now, I'm not sure if, like, in his social medias, he has some stuff, right? We didn't look into it that far, from what I remember. I could be wrong. But I just don't see any of that shit happening. And if he knows Keem from back in the day, and he was the first dude Keem put on or whatever the fuck, obviously he would have a direct line to him. So why go through all this shit in the server and talk about all this? You know what I mean? I just don't get it.
I feel like Keem was in VZ one day, and it was yesterday, and he was like, Tony who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Beans, what do you think?
I think that there's a lot of things happening in the server, and there's a whole bunch of people that once they get banned, they get salty as fuck. And I don't care what Keemstar does. I don't care what his beliefs are off camera. I think that, like, what he said a while ago is in the past, and he's changed.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I think personally. But even if he hasn't changed, like, as long as he's not presenting that on camera, I don't give a shit. Honestly, who cares? As long as he's not giving that power, then I don't think it's any of our business if he is or isn't. As long as he's not pushing it on other people.
Yep.
I think yesterday was also like a very hard time for Keemstar because there was a lot of things happening in the Discord. If you want to go into that, Ken, because I know you have more of a backstage since you're a moderator. If you want to give any warnings or, tell people what's been going on.
So all I'm really going to say is, there's certain people from before, I can't talk, sorry. And bad things are happening. If you've been in the Discord for at least a month or two, you already know what I'm saying. We don't want to bring any more attention to it than it needs to be. All I'm saying is relationships need to stop, friendships need to stop, and certain server activity needs to stop. So, because of what's been learned, actions need to be taken in order to protect everybody in the community. So, if you pay attention to announcements and adhere to what Keem is saying, you'll be fine. Outside of that, you make your own decision, and it is what it is. But obviously, no one's perfect, but we're doing our best to make sure that we are safe. And that's all I can really say at this point.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, if you guys are in the Discord, I know that it's a fun place to be, and you do get comfortable and you make friends there, but never, ever give your personal information to anybody, because you never know what will happen in a month or a week from now.
Yep.
You could anger this person, and they could use that information against you. And that's something that a lot of people forget. I know that there was also a situation in the Discord with somebody who was messaging hosts and saying like, "Hey, I have anxiety. Hey, I want some tips on how to get over this anxiety." But this person was messaging hosts in a manner that was kind of inappropriate.
Super weird, yeah.
It was super weird, yeah. So, just remember that we're people too. You talk to this person?
I talked to him after the fact, and he kind of understands the stance, right? And, you know, there's a rule in the Discord that you're supposed to message someone before you ask them permission to main chat before you message them. Obviously, not everyone's going to adhere to that rule, right? Because shit just happens. The rule is there to protect people that need the protection. And especially when there was an influx of ladies that were coming into the server when Queen started, right? And Mafia Milkers, or Locale Milkers now. There was some bad things being messaged to women. So that really, go ahead.
The other day, not only that, I had to deal with a guy named Rob K. He's banned, but he went off last week and this week, 2 weeks ago and last week, that he started to he's being creepy to say zooted. And he went and say, "Hey, beautiful, you are so sexy." And we was calling him out. And for people that want to say that's complimenting, no, that's creepy.
Yeah.
He's a pest. So if you joining a server that is banning no gooning, the reason why we have no gooning is because of those type of situations. And Keemstar has to look into this situation and trying to protect every single woman in this whole entire server. So, if you think about it, compliment him, but do not become a creep. Because we will bully the hell out of you, first of all. Second of all, you'll be banned.
Just want to shout out Ms. Brantley Keem in chat. Hello, Brantley. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure having you. But
I feel so bad.
Undertaker brought up a good point, and I think that's something we should figure out. So basically, he said, so I seen someone say Keem only bans if someone says something about Brantley. If he puts her in the LCU, then why is she better than another woman on here? I like Brantley, but it's fair game, right? And then Brantley said, if that was the case, then Becky wouldn't be be a host. Or be host. He said, Brantley, I got you. I was just saying to the one that said that, I think going in people will say shit to you. So here's the thing. When you're a host, you open yourself up to criticisms. You open yourself up to the court of public opinion. You open yourself up to the chat. So this is one of those things where, yes, you can critique people. You can talk shit about people. You can do whatever. But with anyone, there is a line that you don't cross. Now, Danny Jukes with the 1 membership gifted. Thank you. Andrew C., one of my favorite people, got gifted a membership. Please thank Danny for that one. But here's kind of my stance on it. If you put yourself on camera on a channel and you have your content out there, you open yourself up to the criticisms. And you know, hate watchers keep my chat rate up, so I appreciate all of you. But at the end of the day, you don't take any of it seriously. I don't. I kind of play into it because why not? You know, just joke around about it. But as far as Brantley goes, she was on test streams. She puts herself on camera sometimes just to have conversations with people. And obviously, she is the big band's, arm candy, fiance, whatever you want to call it. So in a way, is she more protected than others? If the boss says fuck you, then the boss says fuck you. That's all I'm saying. But don't put a target on yourself.
Yeah, the other thing is that, at least from the comments that I've seen about Brantley, like, people do not like go soft on Brantley, especially because they know that Brantley is Keemstar's fiance. Like usually people talk about how like there's a disparity in their age. They talk about like an abusive relationship of some sort, and it's horrendous that people will get so involved in other people's relationship. And it's kind of like a parasocial relationship where they feel like their opinion needs to be heard about their relationship. And it's just weird.
Definitely. Brantley said, yeah, I mean, I'm aware people have their opinions and they're happy to have them. Left my ass off. I got people that hate me, just not as much as other hosts. There's certain comments that shouldn't be made, just like how there's certain comments that can't be made about Becky or any other host. The other thing is, if you're in like a drama community, right, and you're a woman, obviously you're going to get a little bit more hate than the men. And the hate that is used against women is probably going to be a little bit harder than men, just because of things that can be said. But I don't know. It's all in the criticism and what people say. That's kind of how I look at it. What do you think, Freshie?
I think that Brantley is doing a good job, of course. I can't wait for her show. And if you're going to be a host, there's going to be a lot of hate. And you got to learn how to deal with it. Because this is your job. It's being on camera in front of an audience. And you need to, and this is what you love. If you want to continue with what you love, you have to deal with the backlash, the hate. And you got a man who been through it for so many years. So you good.
Yep.
He's going to guide you. Listen to Keem. And that'd be good.
So
I feel bad for the other women in LCU, to be honest, because there's been so many women who've gotten so much more hate than I ever had. Yesterday, I even encouraged a whole bunch of hateful comments or roasting from the Rewind community, because sometimes it does get kind of lame and boring whenever people are glazing you the entire time. So yesterday, I did agree with some people where they say like, oh, Beans is so quiet and people are still glazing her. So I was in Rewind and I was saying absolutely nothing and I was still getting like W Beans like multiple times. And like I hated it so much that towards the end I was like, give your best roast. And there were a couple of good ones. There were some people talking about like my teeth, because my teeth are kind of messed up because of a habit that I had whenever I was younger due to my anxiety. And like my teeth are probably one thing that I can get a little bit insecure about. Hopefully I can fix that soon. But yeah, it's just whenever you're a woman, you're going to get hateful comments, and like I encourage it just because they keep me alive. It keeps me feeling like I'm a person and there's something I can improve on. But some people might take that in a different manner, and I dropped something.
So, what the fuck was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, someone said, let me pull up here real quick. Mr. Independent said something about empty threats. So, here's the problem, right? Let's say the community cardio put in the chat, Ken, I can't wait to take you out back behind my shed and do something to you, right? I'd be like, all right, cool, bro. I can't wait to meet you. Let's make it happen. But then he says the same thing to Beans. Hey, Beans, I can't wait to take you out back behind my shed and do something to you, right? Perception. Perception is a little different. And, you know, people look at others as easy targets. So they would say something to them before they would say something to someone they don't perceive as an easy target. So that's why empty threats, however empty they are, you don't know. You just do not know. Right? That's my thought. I don't know.
The biggest thing is people want to say why the cops are so serious when it's an empty threat. It's because we don't know if someone is going to carry out that threat. And
exactly.
you're not officers. We're just regular civilians. We don't know if they're bullshitting or actually gonna go through it. Cops, they've been in the FBI, they've been in this field for so many years, and they know how this works.
Exactly.
So that's why it's against the law to threaten somebody, even though it's an empty threat. There was a lot of bombing threats at school, shooting threats at school, and the cops took it so seriously, and they even charged people for making threats. So,
Yep. Real quick, community
I
cardio.
kind of, yeah.
Just real quick, community cardio, bro. You did not do anything like that, guys. Community cardio said nothing remotely close to the example.
Community cardio is cool.
I looked at the chat, and they were the first person I saw, so I used them as an example. Community cardio was cool. I love him. You know, Beans loves him. He's a great dude, great part of the community. So that's why I use. So just saying, guys, no hate to community cardio. Thank you.
Yeah, I love community cardio so much. He's been so supportive that I gave him like one of my gifted like Nitro memberships because I know he was talking about like he didn't know if Nitro was worth it or not, and I was like, hey, try it out. Like I'll give you a gifted like Nitro and see if you like it. But yeah, so that's the point, right? Somebody can threaten you, Ken, and you won't take anything by it because you can defend yourself, right?
I welcome it.
Exactly. Me, I might talk big for somebody who's small, but in reality, I'm only 5'3" and 86 pounds. Like if somebody wants to pick me up and carry me away, like they can absolutely do that. And that's why I'm so open to like the idea of like learning how to fight, because I do want to learn how to defend myself at least one day. I know I can't throw a punch for shit. Okay, if I throw a punch with this little wrist, I'll probably break something. But I think it's cool. I want to learn how to fight.
Oh yeah, and you know, it's just kind of one of those things, right? Where you know, if someone's threatened me and then threatened you the same way, it's perceived differently, and that's all I'm saying. The funny part, not really a funny part, but so my grandfather was a World War II veteran, right? He was in the Navy during World War II, and he saw some shit, right? And my mother was the firstborn, and then there was my two uncles that came after my mother. But my grandpa gave my mother some advice to help her defend herself, which for back then, right, totally different. But you know, it's just, you know, a father to his daughter advice and everything. It's definitely one of those things. But you know, see people new in chat. Good morning. Thanks for being here. But you know, every woman should know how to defend herself. And, you know, the sad part is, say if a man attacks a woman trying to do certain things to her, a lot of it is the fear is what they thrive on. So if you don't show fear, it's just kind of one of those things, you know. But that's not advice to anybody, but just psychologically, criminals. It's interesting. But yeah, man, we've been talking about this crazy shit long enough. Let's get away from it.
Before we move on, I do want to shout out a very cool company, on Instagram, I believe, or they're just like a company in general now. There's a woman, who makes some self-defense weapons, but like super cute. Let me try to look that up. I think they're called like forest protectors or something protectors.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're an awesome company if you're a woman and you need something to defend yourself. I always carry, you know, pepper spray with me everywhere I go. But the next thing I'm going to buy is one of her tasers. There's like a mushroom taser with like a little butt. I'll probably add that in the chat whenever I find it.
Yep.
I remember my sister always get those and sell them. But I remember she has this one self-defense thing where it makes a very loud noise. And they told me not to pull this part. So I was like, I'll be okay with it. I grabbed the thing. I was like, oh, this is cool. Quickly, I went and just yanked out the pin and it went off.
Yeah, I bought my wife a taser for self-defense.
Tiny protectors.
Yeah.
It's called tiny protectors. They're really cool.
Got you. Lizzie with the 2. Pour one out for Roberta Flack, legend, R.I.P. So one thing one thing I wanted to go over real quick. My wife actually sent me a article that is actually pretty interesting. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. What's up?
No, Miss Ken. I'm saying that it's awesome that your wife, watches and helps out and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Very supportive.
So let me share this really quick, guys. So evidently, the SAVE Act would disenfranchise millions of citizens. It would require all Americans to prove their citizenship with documentation unavailable to millions and upend every way American citizens register to vote. So this is just one of the articles she sent me to check it out. To safeguard American voter eligibility has been reintroduced in the U.S. House of Representatives. The legislation would require all citizens to prove their citizenship status by presenting documentation in person when registering to vote or updating their voter registration information. Specifically, the legislation would require the vast majority of Americans to rely on a passport or birth certificate to prove their citizenship. While this may sound easy, the reality is more than 140 million American citizens do not possess a passport, and as many as 69 million women who have taken their spouse's name do not have a birth certificate matching their legal name. Right. So this is pretty interesting. It's just kind of one of those things where it's kind of the double-edged sword. People want American citizens voting because you should be an American citizen to vote in our elections. The problem is this may hurt a lot of American citizens that have the right to vote because they don't possess necessary documentation. Now, passports, obviously people get vast passports to travel abroad. Some people don't give a fuck about traveling abroad. Cool. For the married women, a lot of times what it will require is a birth certificate and a marriage certificate as well as your ID to show, like when my wife took my last name, show it's still her, whatever. So it's one of those things where it's going to be the slippery slope, because if you have roughly, where are we at, 69 million women that can't vote.
Dang.
A lot of times, just statistically, a lot of women vote more liberally than conservative. It's just a fact. If you get 140 million Americans, right, that don't possess a passport and it's taken away, their right to vote is taken away for not having a passport, that can sway an election pretty hard. And then if you look at the difference, right, talking to 71 million voter difference between women and the women and the passport. Again, big gap. So I've always been a fan. We're back on live stream. I've always been a fan of voter ID. I've always been someone that says we should have voter ID because I don't want anyone else saying they are me and voting for me. Right. There have been a lot of elections where they have had the dead votes and people that are passed away still voting. Obviously, the Electoral College is a subject of debate for a lot of people here. Because you have Montana versus California or New York, right? The population is so different, you need some form of way to make it equal. Is it equal? Who knows? But we can also tell that popular vote sometimes does not match what the Electoral College says. What do y'all think? Beans, to start with you, since you're my co-host, what do you think?
I think that in general, this is just another way to be able to go after those that are not probably people that are in the process of getting their citizenship but are not quite there yet. I feel like there are a lot of hurdles and hoops that they try to make people jump through in order to make the process a little bit more difficult, and I completely understand why they would do so. But I also pulled up the SAVE Act right here. It says that additionally, states must remove non-citizens from their official list of eligible voters. The bill allows for a private right of action against the election official who registered an applicant to vote in a federal election who fails to present documentary proof of U.S. citizenship. And then here, the last point says the bill establishes criminal penalties for certain offenses, including registering an applicant to vote. Just basically, if you help somebody to vote, or you yourself try to vote and you're not completely a citizen here in the United States, it basically gives them the right to throw you in jail or deport you right away. And I feel like, especially in Florida, with everything that's been happening, it's been fairly difficult. Like I've mentioned before, my mom has a company that sends boxes to Latin American countries, and we've been losing a lot of business because a lot of people are too scared to stay here in Florida, that they go back to their country, even though all they wanted to do here is, earn money and support their families back home. They'd rather go back home and live a hard life than stay here and, be threatened to go to jail. There are even things happening in Florida where officials can now go into schools and take children hostage until their parents come to pick them up, and then once the parents do, they're deported. So there's been a lot of fear when it comes to undocumented citizens now in America, and it's just not okay. I think there should be more of a happy medium. Like, you should be going through the process, but if you're going through the process, you should have a little bit more leniency versus somebody who's just here and they're not going through the process at all, or they're committing crimes, as some people may state. But I feel like that's a very small minority compared to those who just want to make a life for their family.
Yeah. Retro Nook says, make common sense great again. The sad part is, and I agree with you, Retro, I agree with you. The problem is both sides have a different definition of what common sense is. So that's the bit. That's the bitch. I'll just say it. Fuck it. Freshy Fresh, what do you think, bro?
With the voting rights come to mind, it is the violation of the amendment. And in the Constitution, it says, the right of citizens of the United States who are 18 years of age or older to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of age. And then, not only that, there's another amendment talking about... Sorry about that. There's another amendment talking about rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to vote. No matter who you are, even if you're married, even if you're not, you still have the right to vote. And I don't want to have my wife in the future to be worried that she's not going to be able to vote for a candidate because she doesn't have her birth name, but sharing my name.
Yeah.
So,
well, again, it says citizens. So obviously, if people get their documentation, their paperwork, if they are a legal citizen here, they should have no issues. I know I used to, when I walked up to vote, I'd say, here's my ID. People literally looked at me and said, I cannot look at that. I said, I want to show you that I am me and I am voting for me. I want to show you. They said, I don't care. I cannot look at that. That was kind of bad in my eyes. Kind of bad.
And it sucks because that's where the election goes off. Because 2020, we've seen a lot of people who died, those who's already been dead voting, and those who are not from America. And if we come in with our IDs, even if it have to be a birth certificate, an ID, and a marriage license that shows, yeah, this is me, this is my birth certificate, here's my ID, and this is my marriage license showing that I switched my name to my spouse.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Mama Ken just texted me and said, in all actuality, your marriage certificate will have your maiden name on it, and also your child's birth certificate has your married name and married name on it. So
there we go.
Mama Ken, appreciate you, Ma. Yes, my mom watches my show
That's
to
cute.
support it. Thank you guys. So, all right.
My mom watches the show too, and I told her to not because of all the drama that's been happening lately. But I also want to make my point a little bit more clearer.
Save the drama for your mama.
Don't save it for my mama. She don't want it. But what I was gonna say is, just to make my point more clear, I'm not proposing that people that are undocumented or people that aren't citizens vote. I just don't want people who try to vote because they're trying to live the American dream be faced with such harsh punishments, especially if they're in the process of getting their paperwork done. Because a lot of people, they feel like, oh, well, I want to vote, especially nowadays. I want to vote because I want to, have a say in these rules or these laws that might come into place that might affect me, right? That's what a lot of people are trying to do. And I just don't feel that because they want a hand in what's happening in this country that they should be deported or thrown in jail, especially if they're in the process. But if they are, like, for example, I just don't want their vote to be counted, right? If you're not a citizen, your vote shouldn't count. That's all I'm saying. But it's a very gray area because I want their vote to count, because if they're here, like, they want something to happen, they want things to be in their favor, but at the same time, you're not a citizen. I just don't want them to face that harsh punishment.
Yeah, I got you.
Just because of that.
I got you. Well, I think it's a good place to call it there, guys.
Yeah.
I think we had a great episode. Some ups, some downs, some lefts, some rights, right? But I think this weekend was weird in the LCU, and I think Cafe is a good place to kind of have a reset. New date of the week, get it all started, and we'll see what happens. Freshy Fresh, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Let me know when that open mic happens so I can wake up properly.
It's going to be at nighttime.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll be there.
Are we starting today or
No.
some other time?
No.
Okay.
As for the idea, the chat likes it, so we'll figure that out. And we'll let everybody else know what's up with it. But thank you, chat, for being here. Thank you, Freshy Fresh, for showing up. Miss Beans, any final words?
Tomorrow will be a better day, hopefully. We'll try harder and we'll make sure that we do our best for our cafe cult.
Beautiful. Well, we love you guys. Till tomorrow, take care. Be ready for the captivating content that's going to happen today. And we'll see you later. Take care, everyone.
Peace.
It's rise and shine. Grab your coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Local Cafe. Rise and shine, baby, wake and bake. Clear out your mind, baby, just take a break. Local Cafe. Chill out with us today.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your day, everyone. Later.